Hello everyone, welcome to As Real As I Can Be. My name is Kanyisa and we are back yet again with another video for you where I am talking to you about real life stuff. So it's been a crazy, intense, difficult and inspiring. I'm so inspired. It's been an inspiring week. It's been a week where we just deal with some real life shit. And our energies are up here. And before I start talking about what I want to talk about today, let's all just take one deep breath and release it. So first of all, I want to say Happy Pride Month. Yay! All the gays out there being the best version of themselves, being their gayest, their most beautiful, their most authentic, being kind and open and loving. And yeah, happy Pride Month, you guys. It's been amazing. So what I had done before for Pride Month is sort of share my coming out story. I am going to link it to this video if you want to hear that. And I hope that if you are out there and if you are struggling with your sexuality, and I hope that, you know, if you want to come out, if you don't want to come out, that's fine too, you know, take your time. If you don't want to come out, let me repeat that. If you don't want to come out, you know why you don't want to come out. You have your reasons. Take your time. There's no pressure. There's no pressure to come out. You are okay. Take small moments. Find other gay people. Find like that one person that you trust. If you don't have anyone that you trust, find anyone. I can be that person where you just tell me how you are feeling. And yeah, so my coming out story will be linked onto this video and you can click that and listen. Also having coffee today. This is a new one for me, drinking my beverage while doing a video. It's a rainbow cup. I thought I would use this one because I'm talking about gay things. All right. So what I wanted to discuss today, or what I wanted to share with you guys is, so I wrote this book. It's called Traveling While Black and Lesbian. Go check it out. It's on Amazon. One of the things that I discuss, the topics in the books is when you start dating after you have been in a long-term relationship. Oh my God. So it's just like a layer of things. It's a layer of things. First of all, when you are in such a long relationship and it ends, your self-esteem, it's at its lowest, especially when you are the one who got dumped. And it's weird, right? Like, somebody dumped me. Why? I'm just joking. I think my girlfriend's in the room listening and being like, what is wrong with her? But yeah, and so you are dealing with self-esteem issues. Also, when I was starting dating before, I actually didn't even date much because I was a Christian girl for so long, just all about me and the Lord Jesus, no boys, and pretending that there were no girls, but there were always girls. And so by the time I was dating, there wasn't this intense, you know, the only thing that was there was Facebook. So there was no online dating or Instagram where people can slide in your DMs, and there was no Tinder. And so for me, the whole process was why I'm sorting out my shit, remembering also that, you know, to get over somebody, you know, to get over somebody under someone else. Let me say it again. To get over someone, you need to get under someone else. So I was like, you know what? Not me, boo-boo. My self-esteem was low. My confidence was low, but I was like, but I'm going to date. I'm going to do it. I'm going to date. And I was like, what are people doing? So I was like, okay, the first thing I'm going to do, like everybody else, I was in Thailand. So also there's just kind of like, there's a lot of, okay, let me tell you. So I was in Thailand and I go on Tinder. Tinder for me was like just slow. First of all, it was this need, I felt like I was always introducing myself to people all the time, every day. And I was saying the same shit because in a foreign country, obviously, people ask you the following questions. Where are you from? What are you doing here? Oh my God, do you like Thailand? Oh my God, where have you been before? And that's basically how every single conversation starts. And with those questions, there's no way you can really appear exciting. So you just hope that you meet someone that is into whatever you're telling them. So, and then Tinder was just so boring. I literally just sit there on my phone and be like, ching, 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 ching. Just go on and go on and go on and then go to bed and go do it again the next day. And I think part of Tinder that was hard for me was the fact that I was dating in Asia. And I also talk about this in the book, so do get the book. I talk about how I'm personally, don't come for me, personally, I don't usually tend to be attracted to Asian girls. And I was in an Asian country, so it was very slow. Okay, but it worked. I did meet someone, we did hook up, and then didn't work out as any rebound. You're lucky if your rebound has worked out for you. Mine didn't. And I think a whole lot of others did not. So it was slow. And then I thought, oh, I should date on Instagram. I was like, oh, people do this thing where it's called you slide into my DMs. And then Instagram really helped with my confidence because I had so many people sliding, just sliding and sliding. But then the sliding turned into nude photos. And it kind of felt like, when you kiss someone who's too fast with their tongue, you're just like, oh, we're going to take it slow. And then boom, nude pictures. And you're just like, I wasn't ready. Or my Instagram story, this is what happened to me. I'm talking to this person and she's like, oh, just send me nude photos. I'm like, no, girl, I'm at work. I'm not going to send you nude photos. She's like, when you get home. I was like, oh, okay, fine. I am such a coward. I will not send anyone nude photos. We have to be dating. We have to be together for me to send you nude photos. I'm not going to send a stranger nude photos. No, 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 no. But I'm also very, very taken. So I'm not sending anyone nude photos anytime soon, ever. Except for this person I'm with, probably in a really, really long time where she's like, send me some nude photos, and I'm away from her, then I'm going to send her nude photos, right? But so this is what happens. This girl is like, I'm in Mauritius, and I really like you, and I really want you to send me some nude photos. I was like, nah, man. So this kept going for about a week. And then finally she says to me, send me a photo of your 3 middle fingers, your right hand side. And I was like, I could do that. I have to confess that it took me a while. It took me after having sent the photos to realize that this was a lesbian dick pic. I was like, oh shit. She just asked me for a lesbian dick pic and I sent it to her. So, okay, that happened. So Instagram also didn't work for me in terms of finding somebody after being in a long-term relationship. What really worked though, like it worked so well, was old school, meeting someone at a party, going up to them, even though your heart is like so scary. Listen, I feel like meeting people online, it has been successful for some people. For some, it hasn't been. But I also found it so easy. By the time I have met you, we had already exchanged words. We'd already talked. And that broke the ice. So yes, I'm meeting a stranger, but I'm not really meeting a stranger because we've had conversations prior to meeting you. And so meeting someone the old school, walk up to her at a party, we met at a hostel party, and talking to her, hi, my name is Kanyisa, and your heart is just pounding outside your chest and you don't really know what to do with yourself. But that worked for me, and now we're here wearing rings and shit. But the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys was about how, so also one of the things that I struggled with when I started dating again was who pays for the date. That one, I didn't know, because we're both girls. My logic, we're both girls. You work, I work, we're women. We are not, I refuse to fit or to follow any heteronormative way of doing things where the man pays for the date. I'm not a man. So, but I did ask you out on this date. Am I paying for this date? So I talked to a friend of mine and she was like, no, Kanye, you have to pay for the date. I was like, but why? Why do I have to pay for the date? And she was like, well, you know, because like you're the more masculine presenting one and you got to treat her like a lady. I did not want to pay for that date. I want to tell you guys the truth, because like I said, I was like, we're both women. We can go out, have a good time, split the bill. But the girl I went on a date with, I was her first female date. She was like, I'm bisexual. I've never been with a girl before though. So I was her first date with another woman. And she treated me like I was a guy. We ate and drank. She ate her food and she drank. And as we were walking out of the restaurant, she turned to me and she was like, you got this, right? You know, and then she left. And I was like, so for her, it was, although I was a girl, she knew I was a girl. Obviously, she knew I was a girl. And when we were talking, also, she knew I was a girl. But in her mind, I was taking her out on a date. And she was still functioning in those heterosexual lines of dating someone. So that was something I also struggled with when I started dating again. What else? I think also sex was a big one. Having sex with someone new after having had sex with one person for a really long time was so confronting for me, because I was like, I don't even, and yeah, so where else? Having sex. So you sort of go into it. First of all, I went into it really high. I was like, there's no way I'm doing this sober. So I went into it drunk on alcohol, and I also went into it high on edibles. I think it was marijuana cookies. I was really, really high. That helped, but it was very vulnerable. It was, and you almost judge yourself. You're like, am I good? I'm also an overperformer, and I'm like, I better be doing it right. So that it worked out. I think I did okay. She came back. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to share with you guys this week in terms of, well, on the topic of how I dealt with dating after having been in a long-term relationship. Tell me your stories. How did you guys deal with it? If you've ever dealt with it, if this has been helpful, or in any way, if you just want to share anything with me, leave me a comment on this video or follow me on Instagram. I am as real as I can be. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye. Mwah.